Let's talk to Ricky Gervais. He's on the set of his new comedy, Life's Too Short. Ricky, good afternoon.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. Where are you right now?
Well, I can't tell you exactly. It's an undisclosed location. It's a disused airport, actually, and it's really weird because it's like thousands of acres of this place, and it's like just derelict where all the buildings were and all the houses, and it's really weird. It's strange. It's like there's been sort of nuclear explosion and I'm the only person alive. Well, me and about 25 dwarves and loads of cameramen. So it's fantastic, yeah.
You and 25 dwarves are the only people that have survived a nuclear winter, effectively.
Exactly, yeah. We have to start again. No, it's not about that, no. It's a fake documentary about Warwick Davis, who is a real person in real life, in films like Willow and Star Wars and all those. And the premise is that he's making this fake documentary to try and get his career back on track. He's going through a messy divorce, he's got a big tax bill, and he's a bit of a shyster, and he runs an agency where he sort of rips off the other dwarves, and it's following his life really. It's a cross between The Office and Extras, so it's very natural, and it's a modern fake documentary, but it's got a backdrop to like show business, and myself and Stephen Mercher in it, we're playing sort of twisted versions of ourselves that people keep bothering for work. He comes around saying he's doing more extras, and you're going to see a few old faces pop up from our previous shows, The Office and Extras.
Who?
And,
which ones?
I'm not going to tell you. And
Oh,
I'm not
please.
going to tell you. Someone leaked that Johnny Depp's in it, and there's a few more of that calibre as well, but we're not going to leak it. I'll tell you the reason we're not going to leak it. I'm sure it'll get out there anyway, eventually, but we're a little bit worried with extras, because I think people remember extras for all the big Hollywood stars we had in it, and that's great, and it was amazing that we had those people in it, of course, but it wasn't really about that. It was about some normal people's lives, and we want people to concentrate on what the show's about, and these are bonuses. We've got some amazing people lined up, but we don't really we don't want to put the emphasis on that.
You don't want it to overshadow it. Well, even though you don't want that to happen, please just consider giving us one other name.
No, I can't.
No,
I can't.
Okay.
I'll tell you what.
Go on,
when if anything, if it looks like it, you'll be first.
Okay.
You'll be the first to know.
Thank you. So, Ricky, whenever I've spoken to you before, when you've talked about writing The Office and Extras, you've always talked about how important it is to write about what you know. So you worked in an office, you wrote The Office, and then you spend a lot of time on TV sets, so you wrote Extras. What do you know about the lives of dwarves?
I know a lot now. Through we researched. Warwick actually came to the office and said, I think this would be my life would be a good subject, and that's often true. Everyone says, oh, you should do a sitcom about cab drivers if they're a cab driver, or you should do it about my factory of it, and they're right. It's just how it's done, really. So we use that as I suppose a starting point. But there's nothing as tantalising as real life. I love blurring that line between reality and fiction, and the most flattering thing I ever heard was that when The Office first came, some people thought it was a real documentary for the first few minutes, which is exactly the aim. So we love doing that, and I think realism, the realer something is, the more it pays back. So it's got those sensibilities of The Office, and the other thing about it is, The Office wasn't really about selling paper in Slough. It was about people thrown together in their lives. It was about a man having a midlife crisis. It was about two people getting together. Just like Extras. Extras wasn't really about media. It was about a few people having a struggle in life, trying to get off that bottom rung of the ladder. So Dad's Army wasn't really about the war. It was about a group of people that I was already thrown in, and they, trying to do something with their lives, that struggle. So everything's about that, really. And his struggle is that not only is he 3'6" and with a tax bill, a messy divorce, but of course it's that added thing of that camera again. That just like David Brent thought, this has sought me out. Just like all those people that go on X Factor and these things, and they think their life is going to be sorted if they just get on telly. These people who do documentaries about themselves, living their life like an open wound, and they think the papers are going to love me now, and of course it goes terribly wrong. So it's all about those things: anxiety, angst, ego, all those things that everyone knows about.